Chair recognizes Mr. Baumgartner of Washington for 5 minutes.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chair, and very much appreciate this distinguished panel and this hearing being held. Trying to restore college sports is one of the reasons I came to Congress, and it's very interesting to me. I certainly don't believe that college athletes are employees, but I also think many of the aspects of collective bargaining should be brought to the results of what would happen. Collective bargaining should be brought to the collegiate athlete system. College athletics are highly subsidized public goods, and I think they should be regulated as such. What our goal should be is we have more money in the system now, but we have less athletic opportunities than ever before. What our underlying principle should be is to create new opportunities, both for the benefit of the student athletes, but in this day and age, as American society becomes more political and more partisan, there's an important piece of social cohesion and camaraderie and societal benefit that just comes from everything that we love about college athletics. And so I think it needs to be restored. Personally, I think the NCAA is a defunct and derelict institution. I don't think it can be fixed. I think there needs to be a new institution put under presidential control and authorized by Congress for these public goods. I think there has to be a system of fairness and competitive balance across the system, both the athletes and the schools. And if all the money goes into SEC football in Big Ten football and a little bit to basketball, then the Olympic sport athletes are going to be the ones that are going to suffer. So if we can treat the system equally amongst all sports and all athletes, I think we will get the solution that is in the best public interest. I believe that coaches' salaries need to be capped at 10 times the total cost of the average student going to college. Again, this is not free market, unfettered capitalism. This is a highly subsidized public good. There's not a lot of societal benefit of a football coach making over $10 million a year. What you want is competitive balance. All of us that enjoyed college football, and I grew up watching Power 5 football, it was just as much fun for the fans and the students when the coaches were making $200,000 or $500,000 a year as when they're making $10 million. It's this unfettered arms race and this nonsense like having slides and these ridiculous whirlpool baths and these special chairs in all the locker rooms so they can entice recruits. There's no benefit to you guys as athletes with that. And then finally, the idea that we would have transcontinental conferences where student athletes are a volleyball team is going from Eugene, Oregon to Rutgers in New Jersey midweek, that's insane. That's not what the public wants to pay for. So Congress has all the tools to put this back together. You know, I believe that we should put NIL into a pool and share it equally amongst all athletes. I think we should pool TV revenue for all sports so that your HBCUs are benefiting, and we can create so many opportunities for the sons and daughters of American taxpayers and as we restore this system. You know, to my question, Ms. Wine, do you believe, you know, the future young ladies like yourselves playing softball right now, I mean, what needs to happen so that there would be more opportunities for young ladies like yourself and not less? And do you worry when you watch all the money going into football and men's basketball that there's going to be less opportunities for young ladies like yourself?
Thank you for the question. I do worry about the future of my own sport. I worry about the future of all female sports in this conversation. I dreamed as a little kid that I would get to play at the World Series, and fortunately enough, I went to 2. And I think that every young softball player now should continue to have that dream and not have to worry that those opportunities won't be created for them or still there for them. I can't give you the best solution, in my opinion, for this, just because I'm here to talk about how my experience as a student athlete. But I do think that there needs to be a balance.
Well, you know, I hope we have a unique opportunity, I think, in a bipartisan fashion, you know, with this president. Again, these are public goods If we regulate them in a public manner, highly subsidized public goods, we realize that if we could have and it rises, I believe, to the importance of a presidential appointee and then authorized by Congress, we can get the NCAA out of all this business, put the proper role with Congress authorizing these things, and have more money. Again, we have more money in the system and less opportunities than ever before. If Congress takes action, we can have more opportunities for our athletes and maintain the competitive balance across the system. And I yield back. Thank you.